29 Apple, take 4. Action.
If you want him, you can have him!
There's very, very strong heroin on the streets right now.
You got a guy in the back alley here that's probably OD.
Doesn't look very good, I don't think.
This is a double heroin overdose. Yeah, thank you very much.
Coming in. This engine doesn't feel as crisp as yesterday's engine did. Feels good.
These little guys, they really like the horses.
Good job.
Ready? One. We're there to help.
Okay, guys, drive hard, drive safe.
These little guys, they really like the horses. We've got approximately 6 minutes.
Get me on your knees, big fella.
Yeah, we'll see who's on the knees after the single bucket.
Got my first straight jacket from Dad.
He's a devoted derby driver, what can we say?
And there he is, a little slot. Beautiful shot.
All right, Terry, one.
I want you to tie me up any way you like.
Hey, Wade, how's your axe throwing?
It's showtime.
Here we are a few minutes before opening at the Pacific National Exhibition. The PNE, as it's affectionately known, is one of the oldest fairs in Canada. We draw about 1 million people a year, and running a fair from behind the scenes is sort of a cross between running a small town with all the utilities and feeding people and a small police force and everything that entails.
Predominantly what I do is I walk around facilities and I look for what we consider to be exposures. And an exposure can be anything that might trip an employee or cause a patron to bump into something. And my job is to eliminate those exposures. We're walking up to the roller coaster. It's the major attraction at this park, as it is in most others. It's a nice ride. It was built by a gentleman by the name of Walker Leroy, and it predominantly consists of wooden construction. The ride takes approximately about 1.5 minutes to 1:40 to complete. And it's a nice ride. It provides what every other wooden coaster in North America provides, and that's the illusion of danger.
Until the train comes to a complete stop.
A Day in the Life will continue. Brought to you in part by Countrywide Realty. Good people make for good business. Call us.
We drove all over town looking for Harvey's new recliner.
But I love saving money.
United Buy and Sell Furniture Warehouse. Fine furniture. Warehouse priced.
I'm in this Italian opera to prove how Italian Subway's Italian subs are. For a limited time, enjoy our spicy pizza sub or Italian steak, both with Carm's marinara, sauce from a recipe by our founder's mother. So open up and say ciao.
New hot Italian-style subs from $1.99 at Subway, the place where fresh is the taste.
At Boyd Auto Body, we do some things the same way your dealer would. For example, we use genuine factory parts just like your dealer does. And we match paint colors the same way your dealer would, even on brand new cars. But we do some things differently, like providing you with a free courtesy car and guaranteeing all of our work in writing for as long as you own your vehicle.
Boyd Auto Body in Glass, a coast-to-coast collision center.
This TV remote control looks pretty harmless, doesn't it?
But have you ever been in a room where someone sits there all night doing this?
What do they do?
Told the kid.
I mean, it could drive you flippin' mad. But fortunately, I've got the solution. I publish TV Week magazine.
TV Week, the most up-to-date and complete TV listing magazine published for the Vancouver, Lower Mainland, and Vancouver Island areas. It's all here in an easy-to-read format, and it's available at your local newsstand today.
Flipping through TV Week can save you from going flippin' crazy.
I saw this gorgeous love seat at a downtown department store. Then I found the place I could actually afford it.
United Buy and Sell Furniture Warehouse. Fine furniture. Warehouse priced.
Driver's door hits. If it's an accident, we're going to let it go. If you do it more than once, your time finishes immediately. You don't get another minute and a half after that hit. First of all, a hit on the door does not count as a hit, and your time finishes, okay? Because there's been way too many. We already had somebody injured.
As soon as the event starts, stand by your cars. I was running up and down the pits looking for guys yesterday.
That's right.
Stay by your cars, please.
Yeah, you got to know when you're up and be ready and go.
Same thing
for it.
with the derby drivers.
Okay, guys, drive hard, drive safe, drive
No
fair.
sandbagging.
No, yeah, go ahead, sandbag.
Smash them, crash them, crazy idiots like myself, get out and do them in. These guys are hot to trot, trying to smash them up and trying to be the winner. This is a family organization. We kick off with my son over there, Sean Edwards. We turn around and we run different circuits, different tracks. We get out there and try and do a little bit of destruction and smashing these things up and try to get to the bitter end. Right at this moment, I'm just doing a quick check over for him, just to make sure that what he's doing is going to be good enough for him to get out there and win. If not win it, at least have a good time and a good run like he did last night. Last night he placed not in the top three, but he was in the contention. And he was a very aggressive driver. I think a little too aggressive, but that's what it's all about. Is getting out there and having a good time. Our whole family does it. My daughter, my wife, myself, my son. We've been doing it, pretty close to, well, I've been doing it for 22 years. My son was born into it, my daughter was born into it. Originally, this car started as a full complete car. When it came off the track last night about 10 o'clock, it was in worse shape. They've hammered, banged, and he stayed all night. Worked on it straight through. Poor little guy hasn't had any sleep to try and get it back out for contention this evening. He's a devoted derby driver. What can we say? You know, there's just so many hours in the day, and he's got buddies and friends that are out here just giving it with him. We have different things inside the car, safety equipment. We turn around and we box the driver in so he's safe. Safety tanks, big cross braces. We box the driver in so he can't get hurt. Seat belt him in, foam him in. We run 12-24 system on our starting system. When the vehicle gets hot, we can kick it over and hit it on 24 and hopefully get that extra one little start.
What's up?
166. You guys told me.
Already up there. Yeah, I don't know. We should figure out your radio.
What you see in there is one of the little Honda Crush cars. When in turn that baby set out there, a bigger car will destroy it. These are the mini stock series. They'll be either running figure eights or ovals. This one, until the race starts, won't know what it is. When it goes off, the guys will either go into a figure eight action or they'll go into an oval action. And the first one to take the yellow, or pardon me, the checkered flag is the overall winner. Okay, the boys are going for the first round of laps. You'll see that they'll take it really slow, try and keep the pack tight together. And there's your flagman trying to keep them slow and tight in together so that he can start the race. He's giving them a one lap finger. Just turning around and telling them they got one lap to complete. Tighten it up and keep them close together. Here we are, getting ready. Give them that one lap finger. They're holding their tight. There they go, and then they're off. Everybody completed. There was no cars that were totally destroyed. But they'll take these cars back in now and try to fix them up, get them back in there, and race again this evening. You like that? Hey? What'd you let that guy dump you for? I don't know. Oh, I think you guys will be able to pull her out.
Yeah,
not bad.
This was sticking on the wheel, and I couldn't steer it right when I first went out there. You hear it on the one corner. It was hard to steer.
No, I think you'll be all right. We'll get the tow truck later, and we'll pull it out, straighten the wheel.
I think it's like a wagon now.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think she'll make it till Monday.
No, I think we'll bring the the other GLC in tonight, and we'll start getting it ready.
Another one.
Yep. You betcha. As long as you had a good time, bud.
I had lots of fun with it.
That's it. That's it. Okay, here comes Alan. He's got the green flag for the goal, driving a Mazda. He's going to try and make his roll. And he's got her one complete, and he's got her hat one. Beautiful roll. Beautiful. Okay, these cars are built safe. They're totally caged. It's running again. Hey, excellent. He's ready for the next round. Hopefully his clutch will work. The safety crew's out there just checking him out, making sure he's coherent, and he drives off. He's ready to do another show this afternoon. These guys are, some are rookies, but they try to get out there and do the best they can and try and make as many rolls as possible. Okay, we got another guy coming in. Hopefully he's going to do the same thing. The object of this game is to turn around and get as many rolls as possible. Going for two. Beautiful. Excellent. The crowd just loved it. We've got two complete rolls. Safety crew's over checking them out, making sure everything's okay. These cars are built to do this. This isn't something you want to be doing every day. These boys build these cars to do this. What a job. Side. Oh, hey, he's going over. He got her. Excellent. Excellent. Perfect roll. He's got her. Excellent. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. He's got 3 out. Still running. Safety crew's going up, check him. Don't want to shut it down. No. He did 3 perfect rolls. Okay, here we got a Honda squash. Rob Farina, our flag official, is up there. He's going to flag this gentleman, Gord Tamberlini, into squash his Honda. Okay, he's going to be doing about 40 miles an hour, full impact straight on into the Honda and try and make it as small as he possibly can. Here comes Gord, full tilt. And there he is, a little slump. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, Gord's there. They'll now measure the car to see how small it is, and we'll make a judge on total distance. And it is a double competition. We have 2 cars that come out each show to do this, and the smallest Honda is the winner of that round. I mean, look at the wheels. I mean, the wheels are touching, if not past each other. I mean, Gord's fine. Now he's going to try and carry the unit off. See how he does. There he goes. There's what's left of a 1977 Honda Civic. Now we'll be turning around and disposing of that one and getting ready for our next main attraction, Demolition Derby.
Sunspot by Sun Chips. Genuine Sun Chips multigrain snacks. They're like nothing else under the sun.
A wide selection, all the best brands. And now at Pearl Vision, 50% off every frame. Guess Catherine Deneuve, Jeffrey Bean. 50% off every frame, every brand. From Pearl Vision, for the eyes of Canada.
Know what? My skin's not only clean, it feels really smooth. And not just because she's a girl. It's because I use Zest. She's old. She knows lots of stuff. Zestfully clean.
Soap leaves a film on your skin, but Zest rinses clean away, so your skin feels smoother than soap.
Zestfully clean. The sooner you start, the smoother you'll feel. I'm waiting. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean. Feel smooth.
Oh, this is the worst.
Poor baby.
I'm coughing, I'm sneezing, I got a scratchy throat, and I ache all over.
Sounds like a cold for NyQuil.
Well, what about all these?
No need. NyQuil's a cough syrup, a decongestant, and a pain reliever.
It does all that?
And NyQuil lets you get the sleep you need.
Wake me when my cold's over.
When your cold is at its worst, NyQuil is at its best.
Counting minutes, counting days, counting places, counting ways. I've done my work and it's time to play. Count on Canadian holidays. Count 'em down.
Start counting the savings. Just $399 and you're off to Puerto Vallarta with Canadian holidays.
Bags are packed and I'm on my way. Bye-bye. Count on Canadian holidays.
Timing set? You want me to listen? Hear it? Rev it. Good. Okay, you strapped in? Give her, buddy. Okay, these boys are going to be going out for total destruction. They're lining up. I don't know. They say guys don't get nervous. When these guys go out, I get the jitters. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's all about. Demolition Derby. Our flagging Rob Farina is counting down. They're down to 4, 3, 2, 1, and they're off. Here we go. On his side. Rick just did a rollover. He rolled over top of Darren Cherney. Roll himself over. Now they'll stop the race. They'll stop the race momentarily, check Rick out, and try to upright him and see if he'll go again. Hopefully there's not too much gas spilled inside that he'll be able to start it up and run again. Otherwise, they may just turn around and not allow him to run. Okay, Rick's just been uprighted. Okay, he now has a minute and a half to refire that car if the officials say there's not too much gas. Oh, no, they're pulling him out. He's all covered in gasoline. No, that's it. He's out. Let's see what happens. No, they're pulling him out. No, that's it. Rick's finished. Unfortunately, there's oil, everything spilled inside the car. You know, they won't let him run it due to fire hazard. The car's been flipped over. It leaks a bit of oil, tranny fluid, and if it gets too hot and ignites, hey, we don't want to hurt the drivers. Okay, here we go. The race has started again. Number 174, my son Sean Edwards, sitting over on the far side. He's now in contention with there's 6 other cars running. So he's now just falling right into it. There he goes for this big shot. A very aggressive shot. Nice slow, son. Come on, get her out of there. Watch out for Ray. Come on. These cars, their life expectancy, hopefully you make it 2-3 races out of it. 122's got a fire, they're going to call him. They're going to try and get him to put him out. Okay, 122's running. Fired up. Fire crew should be putting him out. When you get a fire crew, he's going to drive over and get the fire crew to put him out. Fire crew. Come on, get a fire crew over here. Get a fire crew to put him out. Okay, fire crew's coming over. Sean's sitting there. He doesn't know what's going on. All he knows is he's heard the fire crew's getting over there. They're putting the fire out. Now 122's got a minute and a half to try and fire that vehicle back up and get back into contention. Okay, 166 is firing up over there. 7 is lining up 122. The moment the horn goes, he'll try and get over there and try and destroy him. Okay, 122's fired back up. There goes the horn. They're backing up. Now Ray will go in for one slam bang. He's going to destroy that car. He's going to just hit him so hard he's going to bend that car. Watch it bend, folks. Oh, now Ray's hung up. He's high and dry. He ain't going nowhere. That's the end of our show. It'll be just a matter of a countdown now. It'll take us about a minute and a half before they turn around and they say, number 7-1. There, the race is over. They called it. Okay, so you have 7, 122, 166. There you are. How'd you do, buddy? Good run. You're down 4th, 5th anyways.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Was he at 4th?
4th or 5th, yes. Well, there's the left of a pre-derby car. Still runs.
Oh, she's out.
That is the remains of a 1977 Chevy Caprice with a 350. And again, it's seen her better hours.
Ooh, souvlaki. Give me a bite. I thought you just had souvlaki here last night. I did, but it is so good. Listen, how did you guys ever find this place?
Well,
anyway?
the first time we were here was for Terry's annual dinner. They have that big banquet room here. And of course, the food was incredible, and we noticed how late they're open, so it's become like a regular place for us.
Yeah, the staff even knows your name.
Well, like I say, it's become our regular place. That's what we like. There's a real neighborhood feeling.
The Venus Place Restaurant in New Westminster, where neighbors meet.
Mothers often ask me how they can make toilet training easier for their children.
Dr. Donna Pachorik on toilet training.
As I found with my own daughter, Alexandra, if your child knows when she feels wet, it's a lot easier to learn. That's why I like these new Pampers trainers.
Only Pampers trainers have a Feel Wet Learner Liner, a top sheet designed to hold some wetness at the surface to help your child feel when it's potty time.
Okay, Mom.
Pampers trainers help make learning easier for both of us.
I did it!
Pampers trainers, the way to learn.
I'm walking, yes indeed, I'm walking.
Now you can walk away from static.
Oh yeah, I'm walking.
Static shows on the outside of your clothes, but it happens on the inside. That's why Bounce has changed to new Ultra Bounce. It's made to penetrate fabric to fight static on the inside and the outside.
That's what I say, I'm walking. Yes indeed, I'm walking.
New Ultra Bounce, the static stopper. Fight static inside and out so you can walk away from static.
I'm walking.
What? Look, time is money, and I don't have time for plain flakes. Please, put something in here, will you, for Pete's sake? Maybe jelly. What? All right, I'll give it a shot. Tastes good. Good. Good and crunchy. It tastes good just the way it is. No frills, no nothing.
Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
Taste them again for the first time.
What?
That was Mom. They're gonna be 20 minutes late. Let's go.
It's like taking the family out to dinner at home. Olivieri fresh pasta and sauces. Simply delicious, deliciously simple. Olivieri, fresh in your grocer's refrigerated section.
CDI gave me the skills I needed to change my position from a computer operator to a computer programmer. I was promoted within 3 months, and I've had 2 raises since then. CDI was definitely responsible for a better lifestyle for me because it gave me the skills to have a better career, better paying future, and now I can live comfortably and not have to worry about any of my bills.
Get the power to succeed. To find a CDI near you, look in the yellow pages or call 685-8585.
I want to be in demand in my field, and CDI has helped me do that.
I'm the boss of Bonners, the escape artist. We're getting ready to do a show. We're always a little bit apprehensive about the rope challenge. There's a $1,000 reward open to anybody anywhere who can tie me up with rope, preventing my escape. We don't know if we'll give it away today or not. You never know. There's always a lot of nerves. That's what happens before the show. You get all tied up, no pun intended, and you just get antsy and nervous waiting. When I was little, my dad's a psychiatrist, and I asked him, because I saw a baby with an umbilical cord, and I said, Dad, why did they tie that umbilical cord in a knot? And he said, son, so baby won't go. And that just kind of warped me from then on. Got my first straitjacket from Dad. Used to want to be a doctor, but I got wrapped up into this thing.
Are you ready? Now let's go!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We invite you to challenge your imagination, to even believe in the power of the impossible. Move to the edge of your seat and prepare yourself to journey with the box of bondage, Michael Griffin.
Ladies and gentlemen, a long time ago, a great man once said that when something is possible, it is done every day. When something is impossible, well, then it will be done only by those who believe that they can. In 1935, the J.T. Posey Company of Arcadia, California, designed a revolutionary new straitjacket. Using 2 additional loops underneath the arms, they guaranteed escape to be impossible. They reasoned, to get out, you would have to dislocate this shoulder, dislocate your neck, and then finally take your wrist and break it back down upon itself. That is why every escape artist who tried the Posey failed. That challenge stood unanswered until 1979, when somebody finally did get out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to say it was me, and we'd like to try it for you today. Folks, the Posey. Here is 50 feet of rope. I want you to tie me up any way you like. Use my neck, use my hands, use my feet, anything that you can think of. Hey, almost. The only thing I ask is that this does not turn out to be a torture test, because it is possible to stop circulation or snap a bone. I ask you now, do with me what you will. You've done an interesting job. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to give them a nice hand. They've been very creative. No, please sit down. Please sit down.
A lot of times it's dislocation. Yeah. And I can't show it on stage, but I can do like my finger or take it off. No.
That was just a joke. That was just a joke.
Had an interesting rope tie. When I was talking to the guy, I looked over there and the guy was putting together a noose. That makes you get really concerned about it, because you're always wondering, what's this guy going to do? What does he know? Anytime they separate your hands always makes it a little bit interesting. Fun straitjacket. I love that straitjacket.
A Day in the Life will continue. Brought to you in part by Countrywide Realty. Good people make for good business. Call us.
Lots of stores had the dining set we wanted.
But you know who had the best price by far?
United Buy and Sell Furniture Warehouse. Fine furniture. Warehouse priced.
When your throat is irritated, new Vicks Blue Throat Drops help soothe. Extra strong impact. Extra fresh taste. Try new Vicks Blue in regular and sugar-free.
Our solid antiperspirant is strong enough to stand up to even the toughest customer. But it's not for him, it's for her. Secret, it's pH balanced to work with a woman's body chemistry. Secret's effective ingredients work harder to help keep you drier, cool, and in control. Secret, strong enough for a man, pH balanced for a woman.
This week on Red's Classic Theater, we discover the recipe for success at Olivieri Foods in Delta. We'll visit the big new Olivieri pasta plant where dozens of delicious pasta products and sauces are made every day. Our movie this week is the 1968 comedy thriller, No Way to Treat a Lady, starring Rod Steiger and George Siegel. And we'll tip you off to an interesting film club that occurs in the picture. I'm Red Robinson. Join me, won't you?
Sunday night at 9 on Television 12.
I can't believe what some stores charge for kids' furniture these days. But we know where to shop, don't we?
United Buy and Sell Furniture Warehouse. Fine furniture. Warehouse priced.
Miller from Myrtle Creek, Oregon. And I'm up here at the PNE in Vancouver, British Columbia, doing a competition of a relay race between the team from around the world, 4 countries, and against a team of from Canada. There'll be crosscut saw competition, power sawing, chopping, axe throwing, tree climbing. Be a good competition. Hey Wade, how's your axe throwing?
It's not too bad.
Yeah. You're going to hit the target every time this time?
I think so.
Uh-huh. How many have you missed so far?
One in the last 60 shows, I think it was.
Nah,
I've had a pretty good record.
Set a record at the PNE without a doubt.
I didn't even try that actually.
Nobody's missed as often as you.
Yeah. Of course, then there's Peter. He's going to chop his hand.
You're going down this time, Bill.
Yeah, we'll see.
You're going down, Bill. You're going down.
We'll see.
You'll be on your knees, big fella.
Yeah, we'll see who's on the knees after the single bucket. Get a good set.
Okay, we're going to move down to our feature attraction this afternoon, our Loggers Relay Race. This is made up of a whole series of competitions put together, starting with the log rolling. At the word go, these two men jump on that burling log. When one of them falls in, the other one jumps back on the dock and goes up to his next man. 1, 2, go!
Come on, Phil! Get him wet! Come on, Phil! Get him, Phil!
Canada in the green, world team in the white.
Come on, Phil, get him off, Phil!
Phil's in the water. Here's Canada with a head start.
Here we go.
Up to the single player.
Come on, Phil. Come on.
Bill Miller, the U.S. champion. He's trying to pick up the pace of the Canadian.
Practicing now, Billy.
It's going to be close. There it is for the Canadian team. Bill Miller right behind them.
Okay, obstacle pole. Come on, Phil, get up there and cut that end off, boy. Oh, shit. Come on, Phil. Coming right by.
And the world team.
Come on, Phil, get going.
Up to the axe thrower.
Okay, axe throw, 3 throws in the middle.
That's a good one for the world team. A bad one for Canada.
Come on, Wade.
2 runs for the world team. 1 and 1 for
Come on.
Canada.
Come on there. Now we got that.
1 and 2. 3 good
Here we
runs for the
go.
world team.
Now we're on to the boom run choke.
One more throw for the Canadians, and Phil Scott with a big lead there. There's a good
Phil
one
gets
for
out
the
the
Canadians.
logs. Got his choker around the end.
I think we need lots of help on the Canadian side if they're going to win it today.
Here he comes back. Here
Phil
comes Maya.
Scott doing a good job.
Here we go. So now springboard.
Springboard dropper.
Cliff Hughes doing a springboard. Come on, Cliff! Come on, Cliff! Come on! Come on, Cliff! Good board hole, come on.
Good boy.
It's the dancing board. Good hole. Get up there and get her. Come on, Cliff. Got a good close one. Come on, Cliff. Come on. Come on. Come on, swing it faster, Cliff, faster. Looks like the Canadian team's in the lead now.
Open wide, Mike, open wide.
Come on, Cliff, hit her. Come on. Come on, Cliff. Okay. Pretty close, pretty close.
Take her off. One across.
There we go. Come on, Cliff, get it off. Okay. Here we go out to the tub race. In the water, Phil, in the water. We'll race one side to the other. Come on, Phil, you gotta go. Come on, Phil. Come on, Phil, let's go. Come on, get back. Come on, Phil, go hard. Come on.
Phil Scott, he's a veteran of many
Come on,
canoeing
he's right with you. You gotta
competitions.
go harder.
Pulling ahead of the Canadian team.
Come on, Phil. Come on, he's real close, Phil. Come on. on, Phil. Hey, come on. Come on, Phil. Come on, Phil. Come on. Come on now, Yan. Come on, Yan, get up there. Hey, Woody. Come on, Yan.
Get behind you, Yan. Help him up that first.
Come on, Yan, get up there, boy.
It's Bellingham Hunts the leading. He's out of the bell. Ready out of the bell. Gotta be very close.
Hey! No! Yeah!
How many say the Canadian team won it? The judges both say the world team won that one. In the white shirts. How about it for our loggers from across Canada here and the bunch of
Good job, you guys!
That's our timber show for this afternoon.
Well run race, I think. Close all the way. Yeah. One little slip and we'd have got second out of two.
It's the hottest show on dirt. GM Motor Spectacular. One giant show only February 5th at BC Play Stadium. For value seats only $13. See the Monster Truck Challenge. G-Stars, Bigfoot, Troublemaker, Survivor, Monster Limo, Dragon Slayer, and Unnamed Delonte. C-Night Super Bowl Nationals Championship Motocross, Demolition Derby, Rollover Daredevils, and the Battle of the Transforming Robots. Electron versus Raptor. Where we meet the drivers, kids get a free Z-Bots toy robots. Super value seats $13 at Ticketmaster.
This is the worst.
Poor baby.
I'm coughing, I'm sneezing, I got a scratchy throat, and I ache all over.
Sounds like a cold for NyQuil.
Well, what about all these?
No need. NyQuil's a cough syrup, a decongestant, and a pain reliever.
It does all that?
And NyQuil lets you get the sleep you need.
Wake me when my cold's over.
When your cold is at its worst, NyQuil is at its best.
Ah, it's so cool and refreshing in the mountains. That's the kind of freshness new Mountain Spring Ultra Downy brings to my clothes. Now, there's so much freshness in all my clothes. It's like a breath of that bolder, fresher mountain air. I love that new Downy feeling.
Discover the bold freshness of new Mountain Spring Ultra Downy.
The Quality Assured sign means worry-free collision repair. Quality Assured facilities are independently owned and operated and chosen for their uncompromising standards. Modern service cars are available at all locations. Fully certified technicians and state-of-the-art equipment. When you want the best, visit an auto body specialist displaying the Quality Assured symbol of excellence.
You've got our word on it. Quality assured.
Attention, Vancouver passengers awaiting London, Glasgow, or Manchester. Special early bird seat sale fares from $6.69 return. Book now. Departures April 30th through October 8th. Call Yorkville Travel today.
A lot of sort of spy groups descend upon this place. This one here was subject to a machine gun attack a few months ago.
To Serve and Protect, Sunday night at 8 on Television 12.
The Musical Ride takes up 41 members, including an officer and a farrier, 36 constables, 3 NCO instructors, supervisors. Within the stable area here at the PNE, we've got a bunch of people preparing for the ride tonight, preparing all their kit, their horses, and getting everything readily shined up. We did a show this afternoon, so there's not a lot of cleaning and whatnot to do. A lot of it is touch-up work that needs to be just tidied up and finished up before we're ready to go in and do the show. All the horses are pretty well mannered. A lot of kids around, a lot of people around, and they handle things pretty well. They'll sometimes get bumming and mooching for candies and carrots and apples and whatnot, depending on how good it's been. But the people that are working on the ride here today, they're all regular members of the force that have volunteered for this duty for a period of 3 years, which they'll spend with with the musical ride in various capacities. They'll change horses each year as we're going along to fill into different positions, also to give us the opportunity to introduce young horses, new riders and whatnot into the troop.
The musical ride horses are treated a little bit different from any other horses that I've ever been around. For one, they get fed 4 times a day. On a 2-show a day, they'll get groomed 4 times, and we spend a minimum of 20 minutes on each of the horses that we groom. They want you to keep your kit very clean and your horse groomed up nice, because you're always dealing with the public, and it's very high profile, the musical ride. So they expect everything top notch, and if things aren't to their liking, they'll let you know about it.
These horses, they're pretty tolerant. They get a lot of people hanging around them and doing a lot of things. You'll get kids and whatnot, and these little guys, they really like the horses, and the people are the horses. They're pretty tolerant of everything that goes on. This is part of really the unglamorous portion, I suppose you might call it, of the musical ride, where people normally see us riding around in red serge and with a great big crowd clapping and roaring. Well, this is the part that gets us there, and if this part isn't done properly, then we just don't look as good as we should be looking.
One of the things that keeps us really busy on the musical ride is looking after our tack. We have bridles, we have breastplates, head ropes, and of course our saddles, which are an English riding saddle. Most everything is made of leather. We'd spend probably about 20 minutes to a half an hour cleaning before and after our rides. We try to avoid using a lot of water because that dries up the leather, but we do use saddle soap, and just in moderation with a little bit of moisture, it removes the dirt from the leather and preserves it a lot longer.
15-20 minutes before each show, we're doing maple leaves on each horse, on their bum. Okay, Exeter. Yes. No, it doesn't hurt them. All it is, it's a stencil. I'm going to use a wet brush, and I'm going to brush against their hair. And it's going to make 2 nice maple leaf on their bum. So all I do is place the stencil on their bum with a wet brush, a couple strokes this side, and against the hair. And you've got 1 maple leaf, flip over, and you make a second one. And there, it's done.
It's been really good working with the horses. You're always working with a bunch of good people that are interested in what they're doing. You're always in front of people, and people appreciate what we're doing as part of the musical ride. We're able to uphold a lot of things just as members of the RCMP, keeping high standards and whatnot, and we're able to gain the respect of people, and you can deal with that on a daily basis. So it's kind of fun, and it works out very well.
Yeah, we put a blanket and a shrub rack. This is for show purpose. And with the RCMP crest there. And we ride with the English saddle. It's called a Steuben, the one we use. Got those little straps here to hold on, to hold the saddle, the blanket with the saddles. So Winnie's a pretty good mare. Been riding her since January there, and we get along pretty well. She's easy to ride. Good to take through the show, very quiet. I've got my own horses back home, so that's the reason why I joined the musical ride there.
We're about half an hour away from showtime here now, and you can see everybody getting the last-minute preparations on, where they're now getting their gauntlets and picking up their lances. Of course, the traditional service order of the RCMP, our dress uniform, including the Stetson hat, the red serge, full Sam Brown, gauntlets which are worn only by the musical ride or on motorcycles, the black Strathcona boots with the, we're now wearing a Prince of Wales type of spur, which is an English-British riding spur. And then also we have the lances made of male bamboo. They weigh about 10 pounds each, and with the red and white pennant. These are made by Wilkinson Sword in England, and they're a weapon. They're not there just for show. They'll go through a horse at about 10 to 12 pounds pressure and through a person at about 6 pounds pressure. So there's something that has to be handled with care at all times to keep the rider, the horses, as well as the public away from any possibility of injury. Okay, it's getting time to get rolling out of here. Turn out! As they're coming out, you just kind of check over the equipment, that everyone has the proper stuff, that they're not forgot something, or everything looks in good repair as they're coming by. You have to see other people are carrying their lances. They always carry them with the point back, which is very important to keep the safety of everyone in mind. Quickly, we don't have a lot of extra time. They've been standing in the stall now for 4 or 5 hours, so it's time now to get them out and get them moving, get them where they're listening to the legs again and back onto the leg and up into the hands and moving forward. Too many people coming through the X, headed for the marker, which is 4 feet. On the right side of the marker or the left side of the marker, in whichever case you happen to be in. It's a straight line from when you leave the center going to that mark, to the wall. It's not an S coming out of there. Make sure you're riding straight coming into that. All right, carry, lance.
Right, order, lance. On the right, form half sections. Walk. Mark.
It's showtime. It's time to proceed over to the performance area. We'll proceed into the ring in full sections to carry on with the ride. That'll take about 25 minutes, and then it'll be back to the unglorious part again of cleaning up. The lead file riders, it's important that they keep a consistent pace, a steady pace throughout, so that everybody behind them can follow them. They have to ride to the markers that are found on the walls. Those markers are put there so that they know where the movement is going to start and end. Come through now the movement known as the X. We talked about it out in the warm-up area, where the lines have to be straighter. It's improved a little bit. There's still a couple of people weren't riding to their markers. I'm going to do a turn across the school coming up where everybody comes off the side of the school. And they'll come across, they'll thread through each other in the center and go to the other side of the school. It's important that everybody dresses all the way down the line and that they don't leave anything to the other person to do. They dress their own spot. Now we come up with a traditional charge where you see the horses getting all antsy and wanting to play. This is their time to get out and run and jump. They're like all of us. I guess they're in that controlled environment long enough that it's time to play.
Stay tuned for a preview of next week's A Day in the Life.
Mickey's 4th birthday already. What a party. What a mess. Hamburger grease.
It's a piece of cake for new Mr. Clean. His superior formula lets you stand up to greasy floor dirt. That's real power in your pail. Old Mr. Clean beats pine, but new Mr. Clean out-cleans them both.
Brilliant. But someone still wants to party.
New Mr. Clean. A better clean comes shining through.
You know, it wasn't until my kid sister asked me about pads that I thought about why I like Always so much. The dry weave. It's soft and silky and made up of tiny cone-shaped holes, so unlike other top sheets, dry weave helps trap wetness below the surface, so the part that touches you stays drier. It's like a layer of dryness between you and your pad, and it's about the only thing my sister and I agree on. Always with dry weave. Cleaner, drier, always.
When you were little, diapers had to be thick to keep you dry. Now they're so much thinner and less bulky.
Dr. Catherine Holden, pediatrician and mother.
Do you think a diaper this thin can really help keep Sam dry?
Introducing Pampers Ultra Dry Thins, a new generation of dryness, much thinner than this regular diaper. Pampers Thins easily absorb not one, not two, but 3 heavy wettings. And only Pampers Thins have an air dry cushion. This creates a protective barrier which helps keep virtually all wetness away from baby.
They're wonderful, and so are you.
Only Pampers have these new Ultra Dry Thins. The thinness you want, the dryness you need.
Excuse me, ever worry about your teeth between brushings?
Of course not. I use Crest.
But, I'm talking about when you're not brushing.
So am I. My dentist says Crest goes on fighting cavities even between brushings.
Oh.
Crest works between brushings.
1200 block East 7th Avenue. Apparently someone has a head injury right now.
It doesn't matter where you are, you can hit a pole.
The guy from upstairs is yelling 301.
Every time we get there, they're almost dead.
Oh, we didn't even get back to the hall after that drug overdose, and now we've got a full company fire call.
Charlie, I'm gonna kill you! No!
Ready for water line 2!
Looks like just an outbuilding of some type. Since we eat and sleep and live here 12 hours a day, it's like a second home.
He's got her. Next one. 1, 2, 3. Got my first straight jacket from Dad. All right. Carry. Run.
Stay tuned for The King. Coming up next, it's a touching, funny, and ultimately tragic docudrama on the life of a man who touched the world. This is Elvis. Then at 11, the King goes scuba diving for buried treasure in the rockin' comedy Easy Come, Easy Go. Get all shook up right here on Television 12.
Any way you like.
Hear it? Rev it.
They'll go through a horse at about 10 to 12 pounds pressure and through a person at about 6 pounds pressure.
Hopefully you make it 2-3 races out of
People appreciate what we're doing at the musical ride.